Kunda, my heart breaks when I go into some places and you see the garbage all piled up. And not just in the poorer areas, in the compounds, but even in the more affluent societies.
Yes.
Like, I live in Zambia City Shores flats there, and we've got about, I think, 18 flats in one complex. And you find that the people are disposing of waste in a very irresponsible manner. So the garbage piles up there, and then the garbage collection company comes up and they put these things in the garbage, and the people are not even wearing protective clothing. So that goes in there, and where do they take that garbage to? You go to that place, the dumping site, it's a mess. Are people disposing of their waste responsibly?
Yeah. And I like that word that she's used, responsibly, because that is what we're lacking, responsibility. Who is going to collect the garbage? Who is going to keep your car clean? Who is going to keep your environment clean? We've sort of disowned that responsibility, and now we're thinking, okay, so where's Thomas, or where is Doreen or Kunda, who's supposed to do this? Now, if we look at, and again, it brings us back to attitude, brings us back to how we think. There are funny stories about how that maybe a bus is coming from Johannesburg or Bulawayo or any other country, and how people will hold on to their trash. Immediately they get into Zambia, windows are opening and people are throwing a safe space to throw them. What's happening? What's happening to us? Where did we miss it? How did we get here? As the Bible would say, who bewitched you, Zambia? You know, how did we get to this position where it's okay to live in dirt, where it's okay to burn trash?
Yes, but we have a lot of people who use public transport. I'm sure at one time or another you follow the minibus and somebody's throwing banana peels from the window. You know, sadly, I know at one point the council put bins on the streets there, and they were stolen.
That's the other thing.
They were stolen.
So it's
all in the mind. What is wrong with us?
We saw cholera. I think people didn't realize that. In fact, people would ask, are you telling me that just dirt has got this kind of effect? Which was very embarrassing.
It's embarrassing. Yes. How does a tourist come to this country and see all the garbage there? What are we saying about our nation?
And you talked about how we're managing the waste.
Yes.
So it's collected and it's burnt, or it's not collected and it's burnt. That's smoke. You're causing air pollution. Yeah. What are we doing to ourselves? How are we not caring about our own children, about our own neighbors? What's happening to us? The ripple effect of having this uncollected garbage bringing about floods. You find in a lot of areas, because of the waste, it's blocking the drainage system, and it's just causing stagnation of water. Think that if your attitude is good, if your attitude is positive, even if the population becomes big, it's something that we can still deal with if we change our mindsets. So we come from that time of cleanliness, and I think there was a point when cities would even compete, and we had Chingola.
Were you born by then? Yes, actually, Chingola was the cleanest town in Zambia, and it was such a joy to drive around there. Yes, so it's a mindset. Like you say.
Yeah,
like they say. I think it's John Wesley, the founder of Methodism. He said, "Cleanliness is next to godliness."
Absolutely.
So we have a big role. You have a big role to play too, and the church has a big role to play, because we have masses that come on Sundays. What message is going out there? We can use the pulpit to sensitize the masses on cleanliness.
I think all of us need to, put in 150% just so that this country changes for the better. And all of us playing that role. We expect council to play a role. We expect government to play a role. We expect the church to play a role. But we should expect ourselves to play a role.
It starts with us.